Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The famed Paper Mill Playhouse in Millburn, New Jersey continues their season with the new musical, The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Peter Parnell and Academy Award winners Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz. And we dropped by the rehearsal studio to meet the company led by Michael Arden and Patrick Page. Enjoy. You were so passionate about telling us about what this show means to you. What does this show mean to you, and what attracted you to want to direct this, Scott?
The thing I loved about this story is that it's complicated and human and nuanced and dark. And the ability to take this amazing score from the Disney film and tell the story that Victor Hugo created and to return to the tone of the novel and create this new theatrical adaptation has been a joy for me.
And working on a brand new musical, I mean, you've had this incredible source material, then you have this incredible team of Peter Parnell, your dad Stephen, and Alan Menken. What that whole process has been like with working with them, creating a new musical.
It's been an incredibly rich process, and we've been working together now about 5 years on this, and it is truly a new musical, because even though it draws from the score of the Disney film and, you know, the historical basis, we're really going back to the Victor Hugo novel as our main source. And working with them has been a joy. It's been a really collaborative process. Everyone's been open to trying things. Everyone's been open to changing things. I think we've said that literally every musical moment in the show, whether it comes from the movie or comes from an earlier adaptation that was done in Berlin in 1999 or is brand new for this version, has had work done on it, either new lyrics, new music, new structure. It's a brand new book and a brand new approach to the production. So it's been really rewarding. And as a new musical, we're still learning every day.
What did you learn from La Jolla?
We learned a lot, and one of the great things about doing a co-production with two great companies like this, particularly with time in between, is we were able to really continue to work on the show, and we've put writing changes in, we've put some physical production changes in throughout the piece. The biggest thing I think we learned is that we could be even more loyal to the tone of the Victor Hugo novel, that we could go even more adult and be as complicated and nuanced as we could with the materials.
Tell me what it's been like working on this musical for you, Stephen.
Well, I've always loved this. I love doing the animated feature. Given the unexpected chance, frankly, when this all began, to rethink it and revivify it for the stage, to be able to do it more completely in terms of really taking not just a fresh approach, but an adult approach with no compromises other than our own, you know, our own limitations. It's been thrilling.
And collaborating with Alan on this, and your son, and Peter Parnell.
Well, Alan and I always enjoy, well, I'll speak for myself, I always enjoy working with Alan. We have a great time. We're very good friends as well as being collaborators. I love his music, but I also love his approach to how he uses music for storytelling. Alan is actually a very good lyricist, which a lot of people don't know, so he always has helpful insights and suggestions for me. You know, it sounds funny to say about my son, my own son, but he's one of my favorite directors to work with. He's so dramaturgically smart. He's so clear about what his vision is and how everybody can become part of it in sort of a unified collaboration. So that's been great. We have just an astounding cast. I don't quite know how we got so lucky to get this combination of people, but they're fantastic. So yeah, it's just been a really good experience so far.
It's great. This has been a great experience. Um, and it's an unbelievable collaboration. This is like an A-team, to be working with. I mean, the list of things I'm excited about. Scott Schwartz as a director, that's a revelation. I mean, I've known him since he was a kid growing up. It's just great. And Stephen, as always, is an immensely brilliant collaborator, and we love working together. We have, it's always wonderful when we get in the room and we got to create something new, and we think it's going to be so difficult, and then 10 minutes later, oh, we just wrote something, didn't we? It's like a blessed collaboration. Peter Parnell has been fantastic, so smart and so collaborative, and this intimate production and this cast and the choir. It's a rich experience. It really is rich. And by the way, in general, this bunch of people they've really kind of bonded with each other. This cast in a wonderful way. Maybe it's the time we all spent at La Jolla Playhouse. But it's a really good
Charles Lawton movie when I was a kid. I had the little plasticine thing of Lawton on the turntable, and I just loved it. And then I think I read the book when I was in high school, and I didn't remember much. I remembered the final lines of it, because the book is really detailed about there are whole chapters just about the architecture of the cathedral and all these other things, and I just wanted the Hunchback story, So I think I skimmed through a lot of it. So when I read it again now as an adult, I was really astonished by it. And in terms of the character of Frollo, who I was now, concentrating on, it had just everything I needed to play the part.
It's nothing like working with an original cast and working on a show, because so much is molded on you and with you. What has that whole process been like with working with these masters in the room?
Well, it's been really exciting and such a learning experience. I mean, I've been involved with the project since the first reading, I think, of it. So to see how open they are to making changes that convey the honest truth of the story, and we get rewrites every day, and Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz are writing new songs in the room. It's not like they're faxing it in from their Malibu mansions. They're here and they're concerned with making the best theater they can, and that's truly exciting, and it keeps me on my toes, and also gives me an opportunity to be involved in the conversation, and they listen, and I think there's an incredible amount of mutual respect in this room, and that comes from the director, Scott Schwartz, who believes that every single part is as valuable as the next, and to creating a wonderful piece of theater.
Let's talk about this complex man you play. What you love about him so far, what you're discovering about him.
I get to play Quasimodo, and it's an actor's dream. I mean, because there's all that I know as a person is so far from who he is as a person. I mean, he's lived in a bell tower and known no one and watched from above, and so I can imagine what that's like, and sort of looking at the world from the outside and imagining what must those things be like. But I also have to just sort of invent so much with it, and luckily we have a great source novel to go to. I mean, Victor Hugo, his stuff seems to translate well dramatically, doesn't it? And it's exciting. I think I get to play a child and an adult at once, and it sort of takes all the rules away, which is fun for me. I hope I don't sound corny when I say this, but this is a play that inspires faith, and it has in each and every one of us. And I think when you operate from that ignition, you sort of can't go wrong, even if people don't enjoy it. We felt like we've done something and told a story that's worth telling.